In the 15th century, Europeans discovered the American continent. Yet before Columbus's voyage, Asia, Africa, and Europe had no knowledge of America. Native Americans were considered genetically undifferentiated until genetic tests revealed surprising connections between some South Americans and Australian Aborigines. This discovery raises questions about how these peoples migrated to South America. Join us on a journey through the history of human migration, exploring the origins of Australian Aborigines and North American indigenous peoples, unraveling the mysteries of our global spread. The genetic origins of indigenous peoples of the Americas have intrigued researchers for years, with their evolution within the continent without external contact. Similarly, Australia remained undiscovered until James Cook's arrival in 1770, far removed from other continents. Despite this distance, speculation persists about early contacts, including Viking settlements in North America and tales of Irish arrivals predating Columbus. These mysteries continue to captivate as we explore the complex history of human migration and settlement across continents. The migration of a few Vikings and other early arrivals did not genetically alter Native American populations, as they remained separate. Anthropologists classify American tribes as pure, having had minimal interaction with outside groups. This isolation mirrors the stories of Australian Aborigines and Polynesian tribes who also lived independently for millennia. Their lifestyles fascinate modern investigators, offering insights into human development and early migrations. With evidence pointing to Africa as the birthplace of Homo sapiens, the historical record suggests early human dispersal around 100,000 years ago. Scientists have analyzed DNA samples from indigenous populations in recent decades to trace the migration routes of early humans. Comparing DNA from Europeans, immigrant North Americans, and similar cultures has revealed genetic relationships between Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. Eurasian populations significantly influenced today's genetic makeup, with some groups exhibiting unique traits such as lack of facial hair and resistance to certain diseases. Genetic analysis indicates that native peoples of North and South America share ancestry with Asian groups who likely crossed the Bering Sea Land Bridge around 50,000 years ago, shaping the genetic history of the American continent. The Bering Strait, wider in ancient times, connected North America and Asia via a land bridge, now a narrow strip. While it's widely accepted that North American tribes have Asian ancestry, researchers pondered if other groups inhabited the continent before them, especially in South America. Some South American tribes exhibited distinct features, sparking interest in uncovering the purest human race in the region. The prevailing theory suggests human migration from the Bering Strait to Alaska, Canada, the USA, the Caribbean, and South America. Explorers speculate that continuous influx from the north displaced existing tribes or led to the amalgamation of new arrivals with indigenous groups. Genetic studies aimed to uncover the origins of South American tribes yielded unexpected results. Some of the oldest tribes in South America were found to be genetically unrelated to North American groups, but shared genetic ties with Australian Aborigines. This discovery puzzled researchers as there was no apparent genetic connection between North American tribes and Australians. So how are they genetically related? The ancient genetic pattern observed in South American natives, the Y population, suggests a possible pre-Asian presence in the southern continent, possibly linked to Australian Aborigines. However, the vast ocean between the continents 50,000 to 70,000 years ago posed challenges to traditional seafaring. While some speculate on a direct sea route, lacking evidence complicates this theory. Another possibility involves migration from Australia to Asia and then to South America via the Bering Sea. Yet genetic similarities between South America and Asia are scarce. The mysterious genetic relationship between some South American tribes and Australian Aborigines remains a puzzle, observed in only a few individuals. Scientists seek willing indigenous participants to explore the genetic links between South America and Australia, aiming to understand the peculiar kinship and its origins. Around 62,000 to 75,000 years ago, early humans migrated from Africa to Australia via land routes and land bridges connecting Asia, Indonesia, and Australia. Evidence of large animal migrations between Australia and Indonesia supports this theory. However, there's no evidence of plant or animal contact between Australia and South America, adding to the mystery of their genetic relationship. Is the sunken continent involved? Some researchers speculate about the existence of an unknown landmass between Australia and South America, akin to the legendary continents of Mu and Lemuria. While these tales are speculative, evidence of plant and animal migrations suggests a possible connection if such a landmass existed. However, Australian wildlife remains unique, indicating distinct evolutionary paths. This relationship between natives of two continents poses a fascinating puzzle in human history, sparking further inquiry and exploration. What do you think about this relationship between natives of two continents?